Hello everyone! It's been a while. I was out of town for a bit, so that's why. Let's give you an update on what's going on here. So last time we had this cool power tower, and it was not really working as much as we'd like it to. So I tried making a new one. This is my power tower Mk2. It also is not working as well as I would like it to. So, let's just go to our power grid overlay. The idea was I want to have 1600 plus 400, which is 2000, power to power, you know, all of these massive fertilizer makers, which we need in order to get rid of the polluted water, turn into fertilizer for the farm, things like that. What? You snots. Okay. Well, they're supposed to be locked in here. Obviously, they're not locked in here right now because the power died overnight, and so they ran away. Okay, whatever. Anyway, there's 10 of them. They can operate at 100% stress because we have mesh tiles going down to a liquid pump to take out all of the polluted water. Also lavatories, which are apparently pipe blocked right now. It's annoying. The idea was... So, the reason why I have dupes in here is because electrolyzers make 1,000 grams of gas per second. So, each dupe eats 100 grams per second, therefore 10 dupes eats 1,000 grams per second. 2 gas pumps eats 1,000 grams per second. That's 2,000 grams per second. Therefore, eating all this, it's just... So, in theory, I could go down to 2 gas pumps instead of my 4 gas pumps over here in order to try to get, make things more efficient. 2 gas pumps and only 1 gas filter instead of 2 gas filters, so that was sort of the idea. Again, we still have our, infinite gas storage little spot there. And then we have a gas filter down here, which, takes out the carbon dioxide from the dupes, because they make carbon dioxide, and takes down the polluted oxygen, which seems to just sort of, like, it's actually really surprising. So the reason why things aren't working as much as I'd like to is because electrolyzers aren't working as much as I'd like them to, and the reason why electrolyzers aren't working as much as I'd like them to is because, well, and the reason why they weren't working over here is because of max gas pressure, right? They kept hitting the max gas pressure, so I thought, let's give them a little more room. So now they can, you know, empty out themselves into, you know, all of this area, and hopefully that will hopefully solve things slightly. It didn't really solve things slightly because apparently all this vomit is generating a annoying quantity of just polluted oxygen. Because the only thing I can think of is just this. So the dupes are actually eating. They might now have let this run for a while. Maybe they'll start eating this oxygen, and maybe that will help things out a little bit. It's really hard to know. Certainly, we're not getting as much power out of this as I would like. We're just not. The hydrogen generator's not working all the time. So what I'm gonna do is, for now at least, let's power that there and deconstruct that wire so that we don't go over 2,000. And that should, instead of using the hydrogen generators to power the fertilizer makers, we'll use the manual generators to power the fertilizer makers. 2,000 there, 2,000 there, and then the extras were to keep everything running. So that's sort of the plan. Our updated 2.0 vacuum containment system, if you will. This is, and the idea was I wanted something that would be, you know, tileable. I could just reproduce this wherever I wanted it to. I probably need to go ahead and dig out these 2 tiles, so get on that. also important that our dupes are allowed to pass through things. This has been giving me a little bit of pain. Every time I've had to patch, it's sort of just changed. Like, you break a tile, and I'd fill in with the gas mineral membrane, and it'll break another tile. Kind of weird and annoying. We've been, managed to get this, sealed off nicely. It broke through in this general direction, but, we got it taken care of, and so, shut up. I don't care about your stress vomiting. So, we've just been sort of moving in our containment here. We'll figure out how to get some pumps, water pumps down here, and maybe use the geyser as, you know, geysers are intended to be used, or something strange like that. Sure. It's still really, really hot down here, though, so that's make things hard and annoying and so forth. But, you know, so we remove a layer, and then we can add a new layer, like so. Not like so. Just sort of like we would do with the vacuum creation stuff. Just not quite the same. Cancel that. Alright, so that's that. Again, life has been going swimmingly. Again, I did get 10 new dupes who I haven't bothered to name. You guys should be spinning on these. You guys haven't gotten... Okay. Get these wires done, please. So problem. So I have this refrigerator, which is fine. There's no wire connected to it because it's in a vacuum. So it's cold because it's in a vacuum. It's brilliant. Except that's interesting. Even though, huh? Okay. Well, okay. I mean, it's interesting that it's still warm because, you know, it's in a vacuum. But I guess that's because it's okay. So the heat isn't transferring away from. Okay, you know. Okay, I understand what's going on. It's not a big deal. But it should still be fine because even though it's in a vacuum, that means there's no rotting going on. As you can see, there's no rotting going on because it's in a vacuum. So it's not refrigerated because it's in a vacuum. It's just it's a sterile environment, so it's a vacuum. But the problem with keeping the food up here and in other places, here in particular, is that my farm over here, I've noticed, is that, actually, they might have replanted themselves, but occasionally they'll pick up the last blossom seed, like here, and if that happens, then it won't get automatically replanted by, you know, just me being lazy and putting, you know, blossom seeds on the ground. So, but, you know, again, we should have plenty when it comes to our fertilizer making, if it actually ever works. Alright, are we good now? Are we running? Okay, something is running. More things are running. We need more people on the generators, please. And we don't have people on the generators because they're all busy doing something else. Absurdly. Let's see, Ziller and Zemetsky need to go over here. I've been running, you know, I need to start going to the 100% stress thing because, like it or not, this is a pain. Is most of it. This is a pain. And I don't want to do it anymore. So I need to get to 100% stress thing. So I need to. The water airlocks are great. They're amazing. They've sort of just kind of fallen apart here, though. With the vomit and everything, the vomit just gets in the airlocks. It's all messy and disgusting, and it breaks everything. So I need to do something with that. I also need to, you know, mopping is a pain. I don't want to do that, so I need to start using mesh tiles like I've done here. So we need to transfer over to the vomit system, if you will. Collect all that polluted water, turn it into fertilizer for the farm. We're probably going to need maybe a second farm at some point. We have plenty of edibles for a long time, but still, it feels. Oh my! Whoa! Huh? Ah. Wow. That's it. Something happened here. Something is... Okay. Apparently, I need to... I never really properly set up water in this situation. So, what we're gonna do... Well, I guess I can still have one more second here. Deconstruct this part. Oh, of course you're gonna go to bed, you lazy people of laziness. Okay. That's fine, I guess. So I'm going to extend this out, deconstruct the pump. I'm going to put the pump down, eat this last little bit of water, turn it into... And then we can finally finish out the farm here with... I also put some mesh tiles here. I should really, you know, mesh tile the rest of this too. Just so that things can pass through nicely. Again, I haven't really done anything with the hatches because... it doesn't feel... and we're getting to the point where... Okay. No. Solid. No. Edible. No. Cultivate. No. Where'd my... Organic. Right. Duh. The fertilizer is still creeping up in quantity. It's just not nearly as fast as I would like it to. Part of that is because, well, this is all backed up because you guys aren't spinning the things. 1, 2... I mean, there should be 10 people in this room working on the 10 generators, and that's not what's happening. Why is that? Because you're spinning that one instead. Okay. It's fine, I guess. I don't like it, though. Anyway, I do need to... Okay, let's get this, use this last little bit of oxygen here. No, that's wrong. Let's use this last little bit of oxygen here. And we might need, like, a ladder here. And, yeah. Let's enable this. We've enabled that. Eat up all this hydrogen. So, you know, just things. Okay. Now we have a good amount of... whatever. We need more fertilizer. We just need... Nothing is working as well I can do. So anyway, I need to come up with a... Well, okay, actually, things seem to be pretty nicely oxygenated here. Although, apparently, see how some of this hydrogen is somehow escaping out of this room, even though this hydrogen is supposed to rise. So that's becoming a problem because all of this hydrogen and I have no way to clear it out easily. Without putting another pump up here. Like, what I suppose I could do is maybe rearrange this somewhat in order to get this pump, you know, eating hydrogen instead of just sort of venting out all of the gas here. So many things. Like, I need to work on this. It's not working as much as I'd like it to. But hey, we're storing some power. Yay, we have fertilizer makers going. Yay, and everyone's going to bed. Yay. And then the power dies, and then I'll escape in the morning. Yay! So that's the base. Gonna go ahead in this video. Thank you all for watching. If you want to just... Oh, one more thing is, I made a, this sort of... It seems to have broken, though. Oh, there it goes. That's... water! What are you doing? Do you see this? The water's flowing back and forth. That's sort of strange. But I'm overpressurizing this with carbon dioxide and fluid gas because I can. As long as the water keeps flowing back and forth, you know, it'll... Okay, well, nothing's flowing right now. But, I mean, it's very interesting how it's sort of strange like that. But I can overpressurize this room in very clever ways by just having like this. And so I can, you know, I could do that to, you know, all of the oxygen, sort of, production is just... And I could really, really overpressurize oxygen if I really wanted to, which would be really cool. And might be worthwhile doing. It just takes a lot of power, because if you want to overpressurize something, you have to send it through a gas pump. And if you have to send it through a gas pump, they use a lot of power, and that's just annoying as not. So, you know, things to do, things to do, things to do. Hey, we're making our oxygen here again. That's good. That's good. That's good. Okay. So that's the state of things. I do need to figure out, you know, air conditioning system. I still haven't done that yet. Probably want to do that with, you know, all of this gas that I'm generating up here. Somehow. But we'll save all that for next video. Thank you all. Goodbye.